Previously on the final pitch. The first three entrepreneurs have already delivered their final pitch.
Definitely would say a big yes. Welcome to Team Vertwanahan.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Salamat po. Thank you.
Now we are partners.
Thank you very much, William.
Okay?
Thank you.
I'm prepared to take the deal.
Okay, good.
This week, the remaining entrepreneurs will take to the stage to secure the deal of their lives.
My name is John Aguilar, and I'm an entrepreneur television producer based in Manila.
I've gathered 4 illustrious investors looking to fund and support the next great Filipino company. William Tiu Lim, founder of Mega Global Corporation, makers of the #1 sardines in the country, Mega Sardines. Congressman Mikey Romero, billionaire sportsman, port operator and co-founding owner of Philippines Air Asia. Michael Dargani, President and CEO of Ice Cream Inc., Philippine licensee of the well-loved global ice cream brand Baskin-Robbins. And Mark Vernon, British angel investor and founder of the blockchain-based digital currency payment platform TagCash. Our goal is to find the best up-and-coming entrepreneurs and help take their businesses to the next level. In the end, they face the investors in the pitch of their lives. Many will try, but only a few will make it to the final pitch. Starting off the last batch of pitches, Ambient Ridge of Style Genie, pitching to Mikey and Milka Romero.
What is the major thing that you've had to change coming into your final pitch?
I guess we really had to focus on the story. Good slides is nothing without the great story behind it. So we really focus on how to stitch all the slides together and make a very, impactful story that will hopefully get our investors to make a deal with us.
So ladies, you're up next. Good luck.
Thank you. Hello investors, I'm Abby Victorino.
I'm Ridge Serenas.
Today, we're seeking 10 million pesos and strategic partnerships in exchange of 15% of our company. There are 150 billion garments produced every year, and 12.8 million tons of them are sent to landfills. Even though we have a lot of options to choose from online and offline, studies have shown that we spend an average of 107 hours per year just deciding what to wear. Our mission is to release the style genie from the lamp and boost customer self-confidence through sustainable fashion choices. We do this by providing e-commerce solution for retail brands, by flushing out their inventory and also empowering them to sell online and offline. We have forecasted 410 million pesos in revenue by 2023 with contributions from Philippines, Singapore, Indonesia, and Malaysia. And of course, expect all bulk purchases and economies of scale to lower our costs, both COGS and fixed. So please join the fashion revolution, become our genies, and let's grant more style wishes. Thank you.
Are you planning to make it a solution that it's a styling app or that they can also choose and shop around inside your website?
The plan is we are developing an app already, which will give our customers not just an app where they can put up their profile or style profile, and of course with data and artificial intelligence would help our stylists optimize their curation process.
So the 10 million would be where? All software?
50% marketing, 25% hiring and operations, and 25% technology.
How much is your customer acquisition?
Right now, since it's organic and we rely heavily on discounts, it's at 900. But we tried one time, we spent on Facebook ads, we actually can go down to 99 pesos.
900 pesos currently per person.
Yes.
It's quite high.
It's high.
Yeah.
Because it was heavy on discounts. We had to make 500 peso discounts, 50% of discounts, just to get that rolling through word of
But do
mouth.
you think that one of the reasons why there's not that much web traffic is because you're not listening to what they want and it's just because it's just a surprise?
This is why we're building the app specifically to address their wishes. For example, some of them wants to view the items instead of a completely surprise, at least an idea of what they're gonna get. And of course, a wish list. So at least they can pick which brands and styles they could get.
Exactly, yeah, that's much more value.
Based on your projections, you put there the whole market is a 410 million for you alone. But again, that's wishful thinking. No? You have to be more realistic.
We see the potential because 2 years and you're still continuing and using that same money to bootstrap your operations. However, we feel like the revenues aren't meeting with the valuation as of now. But we could offer a 5 million loan that we could talk about in terms of equity later on. So definitely within that loan would be a discussion and mentorship and bring in my own network of stylists as well that I've worked with, and definitely the marketing aspect is there instead of putting paid ads all the time. So that's one that I can bring in terms of operations as well. We could definitely contribute in terms of your IT and look into that. But as of now, we could talk about it and then see from there. And with regards to AirAsia, we could do the magazine promotion if that's what your marketing needs.
Okay, deal.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I think we really did a good job. Could have been better, but we're happy with the results. Milka and Mikey actually gave us the deal that we really wanted from the beginning. So I'm very happy with the deal that we got.
Next up is Jello of Diplomacy, presenting his final pitch to Michael Dargani and Mark Vernon.
Jello, Kyler, and Erwin. Jello, I really admire the fact that you went abroad as an overseas Filipino worker. Essentially, you were employed, but now you've put up your own company.
Yes, ultimately the plan is to showcase the technology that we have, but at the same time to help the society.
I'd like you to make me a promise. If you secure an investment, I hope you create not just more jobs, but more entrepreneurs in the future.
It's 100%.
Sounds good?
Thank you.
Good luck.
Hi everyone. My name is Angelo Valdez from diplomacy.com. I'm seeking around $300,000 plus a strategic investment in return of 15% equity. Here in the Philippines, there's a continuing increase of job mismatch of fresh graduates and interns relating to their educational background. On the employer side, they're spending tons of money just to hire the right people. Diplomacy is under Harper & Hill Group. I created this company for the past 2.5 years. The objective of this is to shorten the recruitment process. So we do subscription basis. We tailor-made a program based on a small team, mid-size, and of course, enterprise hiring, meaning if you are looking to hire a volume of people, so we provide a tailor-made program, HR solution. Okay, this is the uses of investment. Your $300,000 will goes directly into employment, paid advertising, of course, event and conference to all the schools here in the Philippines. This is the real numbers that we managed to hit for the past 2.5 years. We managed to hit 21 million pesos. So we'll be hitting at least 162 million for the next 3 more years. So the plan of Harper & Hill Group is to move in the other markets like Vietnam, Thailand, and of course, Malaysia. So that's all for us.
Okay, thank you.
It was one of my original picks, but it's out of my investment criteria, and so I decided to not really make an offer. Sorry about that.
So you are open to include Harper & Hill in this transaction?
Yes.
Did you have a valuation for the whole group?
No, not yet.
Oh.
I think it's not ideal for now to show the, we can go for the details. Then again, it's too early.
Yeah, because it's hard to invest $300,000 for 15% of something with zero revenues, right?
For the past 18 months, we managed to get partnership of 146 universities. And we have 3,600 data inside the technology itself. And it's a running technology. We have client inside. So the client of Harper & Hill fueled the growth of Diplomacy.
Diplomacy by itself, certainly at this valuation, is not feasible, not viable for me. But I am open to having the conversation about the entire group. I think I would also need to get an understanding of the value that I think I could bring, and then obviously we'd have to be in agreement as to whether or not you see that value too. This is something that I think I asked for even at the initial pitch. The interest is for the entire group. If you're open to having that conversation, I'm all ears.
12% equity of the whole group for $500,000.
$500,000 for
$500,000, yes.
Wow. You realistically look to get revenues of about 70 million in 3 years from now?
Yes.
I'm not closing the door to it. I mean, this has just come up now, and I think I need to understand it further. For $500,000, 20%, I think doesn't quite justify it yet, but you're getting closer, and I think I'd be willing to bend as well.
We're looking on a long-term partnership because that's the bottom line. I mean, yeah, let's move forward.
All right.
Okay.
Actually, a nerve-wracking experience, especially when they drill down on the numbers. And I was really quite surprised Sir Michael Dargani offered. I'm looking forward working closely with Sir Dargani, and yeah, hope for the best.
Up next,
I think you want to conquer the world.
I think you can.
Go and conquer it.
You're valuing the idea essentially at 15 million pesos. I don't think that the idea is worth 15 million.
next to deliver her final pitch is Jasmine of Society 8, who is seeking to close a deal with Mark Vernon.
You're one of the hardest working entrepreneurs that we've had on the show so far. As you were filming the show, you were also opening up your latest branch.
Well, it was challenging, juggling everything. It has been a learning experience for me and for my company. I've learned a lot with all of the mentorship, really a lot, and you will see it later in the final pitch.
So we can expect a totally different pitch from what you did.
99%.
Wow.
Very different. And a different ask.
And a different ask as
Yes.
well. Okay, so a few surprises.
A lot of surprises.
A lot of
actually.
surprises. Okay, I hope you have the energy despite all the hard work that you've put
Yes,
in.
yay.
You can do it. So,
yes,
Jasmine,
thank you.
good luck.
Thank you. Hello, investors. There was once a teenage girl who dreamed to become anything she wants to be. And that girl built Society 8 concept stores, and that girl was me. So Society 8 concept stores is a multi-brand lifestyle concept store. Society 8 is a one-stop retail platform solution to upcoming local brands. So we have 6 branches. Our main branch is Society 8, España, in front of UST. It is our strongest branch and the most profitable. Then soon to open this 2019, Robinson San Pedro, Las Piñas, General Trias, Robinson Cebu, SM Malls, SM Manila, SM Fairview, and more. So what's the business opportunity behind Society 8? Local brands can't afford standalone retail spaces. This encourages them to start their own businesses. Society 8 today, it has annual sales from September 1, 2017 to September 1, 2018, 32 million. Annual net income is 12 million. We have 20,000 SKUs and merchandise kind, 400 plus brand partners and 6 branches. Growth plan, to have Society 8 store brands presence nationwide. That's why we have been partnering with malls. Online platform by end 2019. And Tag Cash, strategic partnership for fast, daily, easy, and real-time sales remittances in all 15 banks in the Philippines with presence of cryptocurrency. Total raise is 12.5 million. 5 million for 12.5% of equity plus 7.25 million loan with 7% interest payable in 2 years and 1 board seat in the company. Together, let's tell your brand story.
I think you want to conquer the world.
I think you can.
Go and conquer it.
I just want to go straight to the offer.
Okay.
10 million. For the original idea was ask was 25% of the company, 10 million.
For the original, during the initial pitch of 25%.
Why has that changed?
During the mentorships with the final pitch set of mentors, what they have taught me is you go lower first and then you build relationship with the investor and then it can go up
Okay, so the offer would be 10 million, the original offer, 10 million for 25%. Plus, I already have a shopping app that has integrated tag cash payments and the wallet. It's all part of it. We can roll out with the merchant setup. Everything is ready for you to go. To have all your existing merchants go straight into the app and they can start selling straight away. So that's in the next few weeks. You don't have to wait a year for that. If we want to raise more money, I'll do it through the crowd lending part of the site to get the customers investing. So I can also put more money in on the lending side later on.
Aside from the app, what more strategic plans will you be having for Society 8 if ever you
In terms
come
of
on
the
board?
payment side, instant, like you've suggested, the instant payments out to retailers and pay by QR, the reward side using your own rewards currency, which that's up to you how you want to structure it. That's all part of the deal.
You are a very good negotiator now.
Thank you to my mentors. To final pitch.
You surprise us.
That's
You
an
surprise us.
understatement, really. I think you had a lot of potential even back then.
The passion in you is really great.
So, do we have a deal?
Okay. Thank you.
Josh, congratulations. Keep it up.
Yes.
Josh, if I may ask, how old are you?
24, sir.
24?
I'm surprised
Okay,
none of you guys picked her in the first time. So I was like, okay, I've got her all to myself.
I really tried to learn and I learned. So I'm very thankful for all of the mentors and investors. The biggest prize that I've won here in the final pitch, aside from the closed deal with Mark Vernon, are the friends that I have made here. Awesome.
Next to pitch is Omar of Bride Guide, hoping to get investment deals from Mark Vernon and Michael Dargani.
So during the initial pitch, you proposed. 2 investors accepted your proposal. So that's Michael and Mark.
During this final pitch, I prepared something. I'm taking it to the next level, so that's going to be exciting.
Okay, can't wait to see that.
All right, thank you.
Good luck, Omar.
Thank you, John.
You look like you're getting married.
Hello, investors. My name is Omar, and I would like to ask for 6 million pesos in exchange for 40% of my company. In 2017 alone, there are 434,900 couples who got married. We'd like to develop a web and app platform that couples can conveniently book and buy their wedding needs. So my business to couples model, we would take 10% commission for every successful transaction amounting to 100,000 and 5% for 100,000 and above. So just imagine if we target just at least 10% of the existing market, which is 43,000 couples, that translates into 3,500 pesos. That's 150 million projected revenue. In terms of revenue, I'm not performing that much. Actually, I'm negative. I really cannot do this alone. I need a person who would help me handle the accounts and eventually helping you grow your hard-earned investment. Thank you. During the initial pitch, you witnessed me drop down on my knee, hoping that you would take a chance on me. So this time, I'm at the final pitch altar, saying my vow. I'm just a neophyte entrepreneur standing in front of 5 illustrious investors, asking you to please do take a chance on me.
So you don't have a business yet. You have a good idea and good structure for the future, but you don't really have anything. There's no valuation. It's just we're going to invest in your idea to help build it. I can help on building the app because I have basically 80% of what you want in an app, and we just tweak it so we can have a mobile app and a website out very quickly. But I'm not really willing to put 6 million of my money into it because it's not really one of my core investment things.
What is your long-term vision? What do you want to do? Do you want to continue doing this? Have you found your passion and you just want to commit yourself to this for years and years to come?
I want to see this as my legacy because I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah, I think take a few minutes to discuss it and
Yeah, let's take a break.
well, I would actually want him working closer to me. Like, I mean,
Oh, you do?
He needs
that.
it.
I
Right?
can help you on the tech side.
It's not worth 6 million, his business. It's
No,
an
it's not.
idea,
No, it's an
right?
idea.
I think 6 million is probably what the whole company is
He can
worth.
raise money later on, but offer him less money to get going. So let's go and let's figure out if you change your mind in 5 seconds.
At this point, this is really an idea, Omar. It's not really a running business. It's an idea, it's a concept. You're valuing the idea essentially at 15 million pesos because 40% of 15 million is 6. I don't think that the idea is worth 15 million. I think at this point, probably 6 million is probably what the business is worth right now, like the idea. I would roll the dice on this and put 6 million in, but then that's essentially buying the entire company, which I'm sure you wouldn't want. And I couldn't run it by myself either.
So how much is the offer?
6 million essentially for 70% of the business. However, from your share of the profit, you have the right to build your equity over time as the success is realized. Ultimately, I mean, I could see us getting into a situation where maybe we're 50-50, but because you're the managing partner, you still have that share, so you actually wind up making more of the profit. Ultimately, I mean, if you really want to get on this entrepreneurial journey, this is what it is.
Omar, do you understand the offer?
I have to.
You have to work at it a little bit. But more important, you get a mentor that's going to guide you.
The mentor and the connections of doing all these things.
At this point, that 10% is also what drives the passion with this business. I think I survived the entire year not making anything out of it. More of really my passion for the business. That's what's sustaining my drive. And if I have lasted all 12 months without that comfort and that convenience, I would like to weight it up a bit more.
Okay.
So you are not agreeable to the proposal?
As of the moment, no.
Okay, no problem.
Good luck to you, and that would not be the end.
Thank you. I don't even know if I have made the right decision, whether to walk away from the 6 million. I know that was the best offer that could have been given during this pitch, but will it be the only offer I would be getting throughout this journey? That's how I took that biggest business decision I have ever made in my entrepreneurial journey.
Up next.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to decline.
So you're firm. You've come in here with absolutely no room for negotiation.
Yes.
We are finding your valuation is too high.
Yes, sir.
Is that fair?
Next on stage is Joff of Gypsy, pitching to Mikey Romero and William Tew Lim.
You stayed up almost the entire night just working on your pitch.
Actually.
How much of your pitch did you change prior to today?
A lot of it. For the most part, during the initial pitch, I had 34 slides.
Okay.
Now I'm down to 10.
That's perfect. We're big fans of your energy, the energy that you bring to the show, to the challenges that you've done. You're up next. This is now your stage.
Okay.
Good luck, break a leg.
Hi investors, my name is Joff. I'm from Gypsy. I'm here today seeking $300,000 for 15% equity stake in my company. Launching advertising campaigns can be a pain in the ass, especially in the offline medium. There is a growing need for marketers and brands to actually transition to digital. Our product is called Gypsy. It's the Philippines' premier offline advertising marketplace and transit marketing solution. We have two products. The first one is the Gypsy in-car tablet, our flagship product. It is in-transit advertising through monitors installed inside TNVS cars. The second one is the marketplace, wherein advertisers can just go to this platform. It is actually an aggregator of different media coming from different media sources. Who's ready to hop in, and together we can move media and transform lives. Thank you.
Nice presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
How about the revenues?
This year, we're projected to do $330,000. Last year, we made $14,000. We're going to do that by attacking the four prongs, the gatekeepers of advertising, essentially. We're going to start by the SMEs and then the agencies.
How do you expect to grow this company much further?
The money that we will be raising is going to procure instruments so that we can scale our inventory further.
So how many tablets do you have now?
Right now, our tablets are installed in 80 drivers.
80.
And it could read the face already.
Yes.
And for this round of rollout, you just need that $300,000.
Yes. This is going to be my runway for the next year.
In your asking 300,000 for 15%, that makes your company worth 106 million.
Yes, sir.
So you are telling us to invest so that you could grow the company to 106 million.
Yes.
So you're actually using our funds for growth, and yet you are giving us equity at the 106 already, not at present.
Yes, sir.
Is that fair?
I would think, sir, if I had devaluated the company, I wouldn't be able to scale as I envision it to scale to.
May I ask how much you have already shelled?
I've already shelled around 850.
We are finding your valuation is too high. But nevertheless, since you are very good in presenting,
thank you,
and you are a happy guy, okay, so we would not like you to go home empty-handed. Here's our proposal. For 10 million at 50% of your equity. So at least from the 10 million, you could already invest in those units so that at least we would have something working on it.
And that deal would have both parties.
We would be combined, yeah.
We agreed to come in together.
That is, that's the faith in you.
50% equity.
Until we recoup the investment.
And
25%.
I get free flights. And
we'll give you what we call the ID90.
What is this?
You only pay 10%.
Oh yeah, the employee thing. Okay. I really want to go in on this with you. So let's do it. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Sir, if you're interested in buying ads, let me know.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
These are our two customers now.
Sir, I have you guys on my arsenal, right? Like, your powers helping me throughout the journey. Okay, I'm a final resignation now. Initially, I felt like it was undervalued, but coming to realize that if you actually onboard a co-founder, give them co-founder shares, and you both start from the beginning, I think that it's worth more than what I actually initially asked for. I think it was a great deal.
Close a deal with Mark Vernon. Pitching to the man who picked him, Michael Dargani.
Henry.
John, how you doing?
Good. Nice to see you again. It's been a while since I last saw you. So when you pitched, we were really looking at the founder. Too bad that you weren't there for most of the season.
It's those 90-hour weeks for the business. It's unforgiving, but it's been a pretty wild last couple of weeks for us.
My biggest regret for you is that you weren't able to join the journey that the entrepreneurs had on the show. To be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed that you weren't able to join us. But I hope that Michael is able to see past your absence in the show and give you a chance. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, I'm Henry Munoz, CEO and founder of Education.ph, the largest youth platform in the Philippines. Our ask today is for 10 million on a convertible note with a 20% discount.
With 10 million peso?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
So what is Education? It's a one-stop shop for the Filipino youth. We help them with finding all their education options. So it's a marketplace for thousands of schools. It's thousands of scholarships. It's hundreds of career paths explained. So this opportunity is really around two things. One is around investing in this opportunity as we grow and keep cementing our leadership in the youth space in the Philippines. And the second one is also strategic partners. If any of your businesses have any interest in either reaching out to young consumers or in any form of educating them, then we're probably the right platform for that. Thank you.
No numbers that you're sharing?
Sure. So in 2019, we plan on making about $1 million of revenue. And in 2020, we should be at about 4 million.
That's a huge jump, though.
Yes.
The 10 million is a convertible note on money that you plan to raise in the future.
Absolutely.
How much are you looking to raise?
So we'll be raising a $3 million Series A.
How far along are you on that?
So we've narrowed down the field. We've been approached by about 23 funds. we've now narrowed it down to more serious conversations with just under a dozen.
Why are you here? I mean, if you have you're about to raise $3 million. You're talking 10 million pesos, obviously.
Yes.
On here. That's peanuts relative to $3 million, which you're going to raise in the next few months. Why do you need the 10 million here now?
There's always going to be growth plans that you'll want to start sooner rather than later. We're not just looking for money, we're also looking for, I guess, smart money. So is it, it's not just cash, is it someone who understands the business, who believes in it? When you're servicing 10 million students a year and you plan on servicing 20 million unique visits in 2019, you have to invest because we need to produce high quality content.
Well, what is your longer term vision though? I mean, if I were to make an investment, where do you see this going? Is this something you want to do for the long haul? What are your plans for this business?
If we play our cards right, we can help the Philippines become a middle-income country 10 years ahead of any predictions by big banks. We're going to keep doing education in the Philippines for the next 2 years, and we're going to significantly change the lives of millions. Once we've proven that we can do it at scale in this country, we will bring it to other countries in Southeast Asia.
Henry, of all the presentations that I've seen today, yours is very advanced already in terms of funding. And as I can see that you are very confident of what you're saying. You don't need our assistance, you don't need our mentorship. Anyway, Michael, that's my opinion, and don't worry.
I look at some of the things that are seemingly close to your heart in terms of really helping Philippines progress. So I see synergies there, but I don't know if I can afford you. 10 million for a convertible note, $3 million, you're saying low single digits. I mean, give me a better offer than that.
So that'll be very difficult because these are the same terms that other investors have already come into throughout most of 2018.
The discount is 20%.
20%.
Correct.
Make it a 30% discount.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to decline on behalf of all those other investors and of our board as well.
So you're firm. You've come in here with absolutely no room for negotiation.
Yes, and we were very clear from day one as well with.
You want to discuss?
Yeah,
We're going to discuss a bit.
I need to take a few minutes to think about this.
Just being involved with something like this.
I think in terms of other doors, is that it may open, right? I'm gonna do it. Okay.
I'm right behind you.
All right. Okay, so I've given the matter necessary thought, I think. I'd like to see the term sheet. My moving forward with this is hinged on, the term sheet being consistent with everything that you've said and everything that we've discussed. But if that is the case, then I think you have yourself a deal. I'm in.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much.
Great cause.
Thank you so much. I think what was very interesting for us is, having gone through the last few weeks and having gotten a lot of the questions around, how the startup is doing, how the business model is developing. It was interesting to see it all in one kind of high pressure moment. It felt like more of a conversation than an interrogation. It's really exciting for us to get someone who doesn't just believe in the mission, but understands how challenging it's going to be.
Up next,
You're focusing more on the financing for the fleet rather than for us to buy into the company.
Personally, I'm here for equity deals. If there's no equity in the company, then...
I understand, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sorry.
I'll give you a moment.
the last to make her final pitch is Belle from Yellow Dot, who is aiming to close a deal of a lifetime with William Tew Lim, Mark Vernon, and Mikey Romero.
I know that you prepared well for your pitch.
Yes.
You are also asking for 2 billion pesos, which is the biggest ask that we've ever had on this show. Are you confident with your ask and what you're offering?
Well, that's the requirement of the business, and that's what it calls for. So I'm stating the facts of our investment requirement because we want them to realize that this is the start.
You are the last entrepreneur to pitch today.
Yes.
I hope we end with a bang, and I hope that you get the 2B.
Yes. Thank you, John.
Good luck.
Thank you. Hello, investors. I'm Belle Lincod, co-founder of Yellow Dot Transport Terminals, Inc. We came here to revolutionize the commuting experience of the riding public here in the Philippines. As such, we bring you our brand promise: you avail, we manage, and you earn. The initial requirement for the investment is a 2 billion peso requirement to purchase 1,000 units of modernized jeepneys. So when we went to various cities, we went to the local government to present the modernized jeepneys. And with that, we were requested by the mayors to present to the local transport groups to enjoin them to join modernizations. When we came there to introduce the modernization program, we came with the complete package of the units plus the fleet management program to help them do succession planning, to do their own fleet management, and help their transport cooperatives earn by taking a bit of the profit share of the unit income. That's how we came to have an agreement with these transport cooperatives, forming alliances with a small group in order to build the consolidated franchise under the PUV modernization program. We need down payments of at least 250,000 to build up equity. We enjoined also the cooperative doing financing and merged them with the transport cooperatives to work together to be able to fund the needed resources. However, they are still not enough. We need to refleet 265,000 units of old jeepneys all over the Philippines. And the 1,000 unit requirement is just a pinch of the total requirement. And so there's still a vast opportunity out there to really earn on the PUV modernization project. Thank you. You avail, we manage, and you earn.
Okay, the franchisee surrendered to you.
Yes, sir.
So under whose franchise name would that be now?
It would have to be Hello That, sir.
So
there would just be
what
earnings.
is the protections of the franchisee then?
They have the earnings, and the units will be under their name after the 7 years completion of the loan.
You're focusing more on the financing for the fleet rather than for us to buy into the company.
Personally, I'm here for equity deals. If there's no equity in the company, then
what we are proposing is for us to go into equity sharing. So what's your take on that?
As discussed with the board, I was given only to set at 10% for now.
but you have no valuation of the company yet.
I only have the actual value of all our assets, but not the revenue streams which are guaranteed.
You don't have them all yet, so you don't...
Not yet, because we are still negotiating with Upsmart to finalize it. So Upsmart was one of the mentors who taught us valuation and equity strategies.
So what you're saying is that you would be willing to give a maximum of 10% at such time that you know what the valuation is?
Yes, sir, that's right. Correct.
Well,
thank you.
Tough negotiator.
We can't do anything based on that because we don't have the,
It's not...
I've done a lot of projects like this. This is basically project finance. Still, you have 1,000 units at 2 million, so that's 2 billion. So at 2 billion, there should be an equity part and a debt part. In this case, it's about 1:3. So if, for example, the base is 2 billion and you have to do the 2 billion in 3 years, so the equity part usually is 500 million. And then the 1.5, either we structure a project finance with the bank or with ever, that they'll give a soft loan or any loan, And then that's how we will finance this whole program that you have. The equity should be at least 25%.
Can I give an alternate?
Sure.
Remember I mentioned security token offerings right at the beginning?
Yes, sir.
This is an alternate way of raising finance worldwide. And from anyone who wants to invest from a very small amount up to a large amount, but it requires going through the SEC with the latest regulations that are coming to the fore now. Basically, I wouldn't invest in this unless there was security. So I would say 25% of the company plus the 30% you're offering to the token buyers so they can see an increase in value after 7 years. If they don't have any interest in the company itself, then why would they bother buying it? The thing is that your company becomes more valuable, those tokens become more valuable, that's why people want to invest in the beginning.
I would be more open to the debt-equity combination as a start, and then we can move into the stock options as soon as we get to understand everything.
Well, yeah, but for me that's too complex. I understand the token offering, I raise the money and you've got the money to do it now.
Yeah.
It's just a lot easier for me.
The thing here is we have bonded ourselves together, all three of us. Sorry, buddy.
Four. No, he's involved.
Oh, you're
involved? It's all 4 of us, yeah.
But he's just quiet.
Okay, he's just very quiet. Okay, the 4 of us, and we're prepared to take in 25%. And we will make 2 billion available for you.
So we'll discuss this and then we'll come back to you.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you can
you
also
discuss, yeah. You can
find
discuss.
out about the 25% and come back to us.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Can I have that?
Yeah.
Is this crowdfunding?
This is crowdfunding. But it's actually STO. It's another way of raising money, like going public.
That's good, no? Well, I think what we have to worry about is equity side.
That's their offer. They're discussing it now. Maybe we can get Jerry on the phone.
Yep, okay. Let me just call him. Sir, I'll just talk to him privately.
Sure,
muna.
sure.
The owners
Okay.
of the tokens own 25% of the company. It will be one of the first security token offerings in the world. It will attract immense amount of attention around the world.
Pumayag kasi yung mga investors sa 2B. Pero gusto nila ng 25% equity. So gusto nilang i-consider mo. No, nag-uusap na silang lahat. Ang dami nila, 10 yata sila, more than.
Basically what we convey, or what Mark will convey, is that we will collaborate and put all our efforts towards making this STO possible. Like we will all cooperate on that.
Kailangan lang nila na umayag ako sa
25% na equity. Okay sa'yo?
Okay, any assuming it's a go, 25%, they will give us a figure.
Yeah, the figure is 400 million.
No, that's our figure. But we want to hear it from them.
If they don't agree with the 25%, it's a no deal.
Yeah.
So we're firm on that.
Yes, otherwise the people outside the country won't invest in it.
Jerry, this is a very big deal. Sobrang laki ng deal. Yung investors, lahat sila interested. Kung open kayo for 25% equity in the company. Lahat kami dito naniniwala sa gusto niyong gawin. So, alam kong sinabi mo na kay Bell ang inyong desisyon. So, sige, Jerry, good luck sa inyo. Expect a call from Bell later.
Bye, Dad.
Okay.
Bye.
So, Bell, ready ka na?
Yes, sorry.
I'll give you a moment.
This makes it even more attractive to people to buy the security token in the first place.
Yeah, at least it's a hard brick
You're
and mortar
getting 30%,
type of
plus you're
company.
getting 7%, plus you're getting 25% equity.
Sure.
I think that we are waiting for the answer whether they are agreeable on the 25% equity at a certain amount.
We have an answer from the husband, from Jerry. So if you're ready with an offer, let's make this happen.
Okay.
We have an answer.
We have an answer.
We have an answer. We have an answer. Good luck, guys. All right.
Okay, to recap the offer on the table, there will be 100 million pesos in equity and 1.9 billion in financing
STO financing.
that we will give to you. 2 billion in total.
Basically, we need to put together the team document that features the advisors, the people involved with it, the business idea, how people earn money, what the escrow arrangements are, etc., how the money is protected. And that goes out for marketing, which we will take on as TagCash. We'll market that to the world, not just the Philippines, for the investment to come in.
With that, may we know your discussions with your husband on the 25% equity?
Yes, sir. The major shareholder said yes to the
Matt says to be congratulated with Mark for doing a good job, and of course all the investors for your cooperation.
You agreeing to this will hopefully cement Philippines as being a major hub for doing security token offerings, something that hasn't happened worldwide yet. So we could really make an impact for the Philippines in general, not just for your company.
I'm glad that I've had the opportunity to participate as well in terms of nation building for the Philippines. And I think really putting the Philippines in the map as far as STOs are concerned.
I think this is a momentous occasion for you. It's a breakthrough, even for us, because it's a different type of financing which will open the eyes of the Filipino businessmen to what the other type of financing can offer. No? Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Bell, this is the biggest deal that we've ever put together on the show. Just to share with you, I actually met their group when I was at my son's family day. One of their salespeople had brochures that he was giving out, and it had this keychain that actually made me interested in getting their brochure. When I got it, they showed me to their millennial Jeep. I asked them to come on board the show to pitch. And well, I gave you back that keychain, right?
Yes.
We did agree that if you get the investment, you'd give it back to me. So this is a 2 billion peso keychain. So.
Wow. Well, John, how come you have only one? How about for us?
I'll bring the rest. Yes.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Congratulations,
Yes, well
Bob.
done.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir William. I never expected that this would be successful. At the end, it's a big milestone for Yellow Dot to be able to give this huge investment to help our drivers be part of the PUV modernization, and our drivers will be truly grateful for these investments coming in.
Up next, investors. Now, I'd like to get into the special awards. What will be their prize?
We figured, why not give them 1 year of free ice cream? Our winners.
So our winners.
The winners were
Investors. Now, I'd like to get into the special awards. So as you know, we have the Bank of the Philippine Islands on board. I'd like to call in the BPI representatives, John C. Siquia, Maricris San Diego, and Jessie Cruz.
John, good to see you.
Hello.
Maricris.
Hi. Nice to see you again.
John C., this is your second season on the final pitch. I'd like to get a sense of your reasons and your motivation for supporting the SMEs that we have here on the final pitch.
For BPI, financial inclusion is a key advocacy. The big companies have grown over the same period, but what's very encouraging is that there's been wealth built up in the middle class, and we'd like to continue to help fuel that growth and like to see innovators from the Philippines prosper.
So Maricris, you have a grant that you are giving tonight. You picked Educacion.ph, Agraba, and Virtualahan as your social entrepreneur picks. So Maricris, who is your choice for your 500,000 peso grant?
Our choice is Virtualahan. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, John.
I hope that you are able to give more jobs to more people, but more importantly, I feel that you have to create more entrepreneurs yourself.
Yes, for our community. Thank you, BPI.
Congratulations. So now, Jessie, you had a challenge that you issued to Virtualahan, Diplomacy, and Agraba. So your challenge was to make them pitch to you and some of your partners and clients on the financial viability of their businesses. From there, you chose one winner. What will that challenge winner receive?
They will get a 1-year board advisory from BPI's business banking segment.
So Jessie, who is the winner of the BPI challenge?
That is Diplomacy. Congratulations.
Congratulations. What do you have to say about your prize?
Thank you so much for giving the opportunity. I think it will create good value.
Congratulations. So again, thank you to BPI for making the best happen here on the final pitch.
Thank you again.
And congratulations.
Congratulations
to you.
So investors, now it's time to reveal the winners of your business challenges. So Mark, can you please join me here? So Mark, let's talk about your business challenge. What did you make your entrepreneurs do?
We said, right, you've got to build a crowdfunding video to promote the other team's product. And then we sprung another twist on it and said, now you've got to present to seasoned investors and pretend to be the founder of that business.
What is your prize for the winning team?
It's a choice. It's either a week in Phuket, a luxury condo on the beach.
Wow.
Or they can say, well, we don't like Phuket, we want to stay on a luxury catamaran down in Mindoro in Puerto Galera for a week.
Okay. So Mark, who won your business challenge?
The winners were Society 8 and Bright Guy.
So Omar and Jasmine, you have to make a choice. 1 week in Mindoro in a catamaran or 1 week in Phuket?
Out of the country.
Where is
Out of the
Phuket?
country.
Thailand.
Thailand.
Okay, yes.
Thailand.
Thailand, so Thailand it is.
Thailand.
Okay. So up next, we have Michael Dargani. Michael? So Michael, take us through the challenge that you made them do.
Well, basically, as you know, what we're really trying to promote here is e-commerce. And as we're taking our first steps now, moving in that direction with the launch of our app, the most important thing really was getting, as much traction as we can. The challenge for the entrepreneurs was to get as many people to download the app as they can.
For the winner of your challenge, what will be their prize?
Since they love the ice cream so much, we figured why not give them 1 year of free ice cream, right?
So Michael, who won your challenge, but most importantly, who will gain 15 pounds next year?
We have sugar-free also, in case you're wondering. Our winners were Virtualahan and Educacion. Yeah.
So this is the prize?
Yeah, this is your claim to fame.
Yes.
So,
to the store.
So Ryan, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, all right, my pleasure.
Okay, so Educacion unfortunately had to leave, so we'll give him that. Okay.
No, this one.
So next, I'd like to call up Mr. William Tew Lim together with Marvin and Michelle. And the assistant, Lance, your apo. So Marvin,
yes,
take us through your business challenge.
So our challenge to them was to pick up some stocks from our newly built warehouse and sell them to the sari-sari store owners in the nearby barangays.
Michelle, for all that hard work, what is your prize?
We are giving each of them 100,000 pesos, breakdown as 50,000 worth of sardines for their charity of choice, and 50,000 in Prime Hotel for their launching of their products or their services.
So, as a budding entrepreneur yourself, Lance, who won your challenge?
So the winners are Servio and Yellow Dot.
You have to. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, so this is yours. Yeah, so you can go.
And finally, I'd like to call up Mikey and Milka Romero. So Mikey and Milka, take us through the business challenge that you had for your entrepreneurs.
So our entrepreneurs were able to be pilots for a day. They tried our flight simulator that our pilots use for training. Winner is based on technicalities if they were able to meet the standards of their pilot trainer.
The person who trained them is actually the CEO of AirAsia, Captain Dex. No?
Wow. What is the prize for your challenge winner?
So our winners will get to choose a round trip either in Hong Kong, Thailand, Malaysia, or Korea, plus $1,000 US for pocket money.
Wow. So Milka, who is the winner of your challenge?
So our winners are Gypsy and One Ride, Joff and RG. Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So where would you want to go?
I think Korea.
Two of you?
I'm going to Busan.
Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So right now, I'd like to invite everyone for a toast. We have here our entrepreneurs, our partners, our investors. Thank you so much for making this part of our nation building efforts. So now we'd like to hear a few words from our investors. Mark?
All I can say is it's been so much fun. It's met all my expectations. I was looking for deal flow, I was looking for opportunities, and they came along. And the special thing on the STO, that's capped everything for me. It's been great. It's a game changer, and it happened on the final pitch.
It's been an amazing ride. It's been such a pleasure getting to know all of you guys. And for those of you who were able to find a new partner here, congratulations. For those of you who were not, the journey never ends. You keep on going, you know. So I wish you guys all the best. Just keep fighting, keep grinding. You guys are doing great.
Well, congratulations for those who were funded. For those who were not, there's another final pitch.
It's called Season 4.
Well, anyway, do not despair. Keep working on it. So it's now all nice meeting you and hope for the best.
I'm so proud of you guys that you put your journey and destiny into your own hands. Keep on holding that fire, keep it burning, and just push yourself to the limit. Congratulations again.
It's an honor to be part of the final pitch. Definitely, I learned just as much as these entrepreneurs have learned from the 4. To all the entrepreneurs, congratulations. This is definitely not the end, but just continue moving forward.
So again, thank you for being part of this journey. So now, finally, I would like to propose a toast. To entrepreneurship, to nation building, and to the final pitch. To the final pitch.